Hey, what's up everybody? This is Erik, the Bear Collector. First of all, before I begin my review, I just wanted to say thank you to all my subscribers. I finally reached my 100 plus subscriber goal. It's been almost a year since I started my channel. October 30th to be precise, that's when I first started doing videos. So for that, I want to say a big thank you to the community. You guys have shown a lot of love and support, so I thank you guys from the bottom of my heart. You guys are like my mentors. Without you guys, I wouldn't be where I'm at right now. So anyways, I just wanted to take the quick time to thank everybody out there for subscribing, for liking my videos, and keeping up with me. Anyways, on to the review. Peace out. Hey, what's up everybody? So I'm back. Well, today's review is kind of like a special review for me. I'm actually going to be reviewing 3 games, technically 2, but I'm going to be reviewing 3 games. And it's a series that's very, very underrated. Not a lot of people, I don't think a lot of people know about this one. And I also feel like it was not really well known. And it's a very special game that actually, it's one of those games that touch me very personal because of the time, during the time that I got this game, there were some special moments going on in my lifetime during that time. But the game I'm referring to is Pinobee for the PlayStation. Actually, this game was released in April of 2003, I believe. It's a Hudson. Yeah, it was released in April of 2003. This is a Hudson game, Hudson software, Hudson game released by Artoon as well. But the thing that makes this game special is because the Game Boy version, the Game Boy Advance version came first, which is Pinobee Wings of Adventure. This one was actually released in June of 2001. So this is a kind of like a unique game because they released the Game Boy Advance version and then the PlayStation version of it. So it's backwards. But the one that I feel like people know more about is these two. But I feel like the PlayStation was a little bit more well known than the Game Boy one. I actually found the PlayStation one first and then I knew about the Game Boy version one. But then just recently, about a year and a half or 2 years ago, I learned that this game had a sequel. And the sequel is so it came out only in Japan. It translates to Pinobee and Phoebe. It's a sequel. The gameplay is very similar. They're all platformers, side-scrolling platformers. But I feel like this one, I was playing this one for the first time this weekend, and I feel like this one's a little bit more solid than this one. This one, you can, I don't want to call it a Metroidvania style game, because you know, I say it's kind of Metroidvania, but not quite. This one's more, I feel like this one's more straightforward while I was playing it. But anyways, the way I came across this game was that back in 2003, I actually purchased this around this time in October of 2003. It was actually a bargain bin game. It goes really cheap nowadays still, but I got it really cheap. I remember, I don't know if it was at Target or Walmart or Best Buy, one of those 3 places. But this game was like in a bin, you know, like when they have the baskets, you know, with the bin, the games in the bin. And you know, I saw it for like, it was like $5 on clearance. So I picked it up, and it was during the time where I remember it fondly because it was during the time where I wasn't much into video games. At the time, I kind of lost interest because I was heavily into the music scene. That's when I was picked up by a local record label here in the area, and I was their producer. So I was really focusing on doing music and doing a lot of stuff. But you know, nonetheless, even though, you know, I was still into the games, you know, but I didn't follow it religiously like I do today, but during those times I was more focused on music. It kind of really didn't give a hoot about, you know, video games at the time. I was really into that, so it was a very unique and special moment in my lifetime. And every time I think of Pinobee, it brings me back to that time. So it's a very special. It's a game that holds dear, that I hold dear. This is one of those games that as soon as I hear the name of it, there's another game too that I want to plan on doing a review, but that's going to be later down the line. But one of these games that, you know, they just, you know, it just brings me back, and it's very nostalgic. But anyways, this game, like I said, is all of these games, they're all side-scrolling platformers. Like I said, this game is the exact same version as this one. I was playing it earlier in the weekend, and just to refresh my memory, because I haven't played them in such a long time. But these games are exactly this identical. So it's just this game is a port of this game. So I'll be only playing this one when I show the gameplay, because it's better. The controls are better with the system that I'm going to be using. But yeah, so basically what this is, Pinobee, what does it sound like? It sounds like Pinocchio, because basically is the story of Pinocchio based on a bee. Basically, Grandpa Bee was creating a son of his own, and right about the time when he was about to give him a heart and give him life, the grandpa gets kidnapped. And so Pinobee is awoken by the fairy, and is given life, but he's still missing a heart. So the fairy fills him in that his grandpa got kidnapped and he needs to go rescue him, but he's like, oh, whatever, you know. But another thing that makes this game unique is that it has multiple endings depending on the items you encounter. So whatever items you encounter during your gameplay will make it possible for you to unlock later down in the stages. And it makes it for a very unique gameplay experience. And so the more you find, the more you do, the better the ending that you get. So basically you have to grind and look for items, make sure that you go back, visit levels, and I don't know if you have to finish the game at a certain time. I'm not sure. The faster you go through and find everything, the better. You get these cards and everything, and they grow into they're your abilities. Like you get certain color cards, they increase your dash ability. Certain other color cards increase your health, level higher, and so forth. So yeah, it's a pretty unique platformer. Now, Pinobee and Phoebe is the sequel. I just found out about this game about, like I said, 1.5 2 years ago. This game, first of all, I couldn't find a lot of information about Pinobee. Online, there wasn't a lot of info, much less this one. This one's I feel like this is one of those rare games. Is it expensive? When I bought it, I didn't pay a lot. I think I paid like $12-13. Right now, I noticed that they have on eBay, there's a complete copy from Japan that's going for like $30. But it's a very, very rare game. And basically, since I don't know Japanese, you don't really need to know Japanese to play the game, from what I read in a review on Game FAQs. But what it seems like, it's like, I guess Pinobee has a friend, which is Phoebe, and I guess something happens because the same enemy returns, and I guess Pinobee helps the friend out in the ordeal. To know what exactly is going on, I'm not sure. Like I said, I don't know Japanese. But yeah, but this one is also a platformer. But the way that you start the platformer is like you select the stages. It's a little bit different. You'll see when I play the gameplay of this one. I feel like this one is more solid than these. But, I'm like, if you're able to find this one, pick it up. Like it's well worth it. I think from the time that I was playing it this weekend, it was a lot of fun. But anyways, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys the gameplay of this one first, and then I'll go and show you the gameplay of of Pinobee and Phoebe next. And then let you see some of the gameplay and see what it's all about, and then I'll give you my opinions on the games. Well, anyways, I'll be back in a minute. Hey, what's up everybody? So I'm back again. So I'm about to show you a little bit of a gameplay of Pinobee for the PlayStation. I'm not going to do the Game Boy Advance version of it because it's pretty much the same thing. That was funny. What a drag. So basically he's trying to get a heart as well as rescuing his grandpa. So basically you can start the game new or continue the story. You can save your game at every level. And once I pass the level, I'll show you guys when a little bit more closely of the concept of the game and all that. The story goes again. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start. It's weird because the sounds lower on the level than the intermissions. But anyways. So you see those hidden power-ups? Some will give you cards. So, see? I got a card. When I get to the end of the stage, I'll show you guys what those are. And anyways, there's some paths right here where you can't go in until you get stronger or you get more power-ups. So for now, let's keep going. And that's the end of the level when you get into the door, but as you can see, there's some other things we can do here. Oh. So basically right here, one of the things, there's switches that you can pull throughout on a lot of the levels, and this is one of them. I just pressed the flower switch. Now I think I can get up there. No, not yet. See, I would probably get like, I believe I can get like a double jump ability later down the line, and I can reach and come back to those areas. So for now, let's exit the level. So every time you complete the level, you get these you get a diary. So you get to read the diary, and it tells you what you accomplished in the level. If you miss some things, like if I wouldn't have hit the switch, it would have told me, oh, I missed the switch. So it tells you the story thus far. So see, I beat a golden enemy, which I did at the beginning, and I also slowed down the enemy's evolution. Now this is the part, sorry, the sound gets a little bit out of whack. So this menu, once you beat a level, you get prompted to this menu. One of them, you get to select a stage. You can check your items, view the page of the diary, view your collections, or save your game. So let's look at the items. So right here, if you go into effects where it's flashing, it'll tell you what those items are all about. So this, in this area, the meter going across, your life meter will increase. Right here, you will take less damage. Right here, you can carry more energy units. And then this one, energy will go down slower. Now the column above, dash power will increase going down. Enemy strength level will decrease, so I made the enemies a little bit weaker with that. You recognize capsule types, and then your flower energy value will double. This right here is a secret. So you got pink, blue. So blue, I believe, is the same thing. Yeah, so the blue ones will do the same thing too. So your pink, blue, and orange cards that you collect. And then cancel. No, I don't want to drop it. Then you view your collections. So it shows you ending movies, so your endings. You can watch your different endings, and also an art gallery. So I haven't collected anything yet. So let's go on to the next level. So if you press up or down, so I'm going to Cozy Forest 2. I'll play this level and then I'll go ahead and stop this particular game. We got another card. If you press the button, the jump button, you glide. So you kind of do like a little bit of a floating glide. Oh, you can stick on the wall and you can climb the walls too. I didn't know that. Interesting, or I forgot. Let me see. Oh, golden enemy. There we go. So right there, for me uncovering this level, this area, it'll probably tell me that I uncovered a secret. Interesting. What is this? Oop. I wonder what that was, that seed. Cool. Got another card. And I got a crystal. Oh no. No way, Jose. I keep thinking that if you press and hold the jump button after I fall and do the dash, it'll let me glide, but no, I keep forgetting I have to press the button. Huh. I got like an invincibility shield. Oh, who's this? Uh-oh. Hope I didn't do anything bad. Oh, another card. Good. Oh, and there goes the exit. There we go. May 8th. I wanted to check it. Oh, that was not a good thing to do. Yeah, so basically it wasn't a good thing what I did. Well, anyways, this has been a quick gameplay for Pinobee. I'm about to put the gameplay for Pinobee and Phoebe, so I will be back in a minute. Hey, what's up everybody? So I'm back one more time. This is to show you guys a little bit of the gameplay of Pinobee and Phoebe for the Gameboy Advance. Now, I'm actually using my Retron 5. During the weekend I had a little bit of an issue with the controller, so hopefully I'm able to play do a decent gameplay with the controller and everything. So anyways, let me go ahead and get started. I have a game already started. I'm gonna go ahead and do a different game so that way I can show you guys you know, the intro to the game. So I guess basically Pinobee met Phoebe for some reason or another. If anybody knows the story or can translate what they're saying or what they said, please leave the comments, you know, please leave your explanation in the comments below. I would love to know what they pretty much said or what's going on in the story. And then pretty much one thing I observed is that this enemy looked like the same enemy from part 1. So it looked like he took something. Okay, so the unique thing about this game is that you can actually choose a bunch of stages. Now, one thing I understood from this, I don't know Japanese, but from the drawings and everything, he's about to show, see that crystal? So once you grab that crystal, you're able to swap between Pinobee and Phoebe in the levels. So that's basically what they're, I guess that's what they're trying to tell us. So yeah, so you'll see right now. That's the intro, and then you have two choices to go either here or go here. Usually I start here. So, and then see, you can select any of the levels pretty much. But let's start here. And then you can select your character, Pinobee or Phoebe. One thing that's unique, Pinobee can, when you start off the game, Pinobee has two hits and he dies, while Phoebe only has one hit and she dies. However, Pinobee has double dash and, Phoebe has double dash and Pinobee only has one dash. So, you know, each are unique and you kind of need either one or the other to kind of go through the levels. So anyways, I'm going to start off with Pinobee. And then another thing I noticed, and also noticed this in part 1, the number of dashes you use, see how the flower counter drops? You collect flowers and you're able to get your dashes back. So that's the only thing you guys gotta, you know, be careful when you play, is the dashes. You can't be dashing forever. And then right here, see, I can't go through here, so I'm not allowed yet. And then here's the cricket. And I don't know what he's trying to tell you, something about a ship? I don't know. Oops. I don't know. See, right there, you guys saw that I got like a blue disc or a diamond. Basically, the blue discs or diamonds are kind of like what the cards were for Pinobee in part 1. They give you guys power-ups. If they're pink, it'll be a power-up for Phoebe. If they're blue, it's a power-up for Pinobee. Now, the other difference that I noticed here is that you can't climb the walls like you could back in the previous game. Now, that right there, see that thing? I got hit. Lower left corner, that's my life meter. That thing up there, I believe it recharges my energy. Yeah, it does. So that's like a like energy, like health. Just keep pressing on. See, another blue disc. So now I got more power-ups. And believe it or not, the controls... Oh, I got hit. See? Now I'm Phoebe. I know that once I get one of those platforms where I can switch characters, I'll be able to replenish myself. So see how she can dash twice, and that's pretty cool actually. And I can't go through. Okay. So grabbing that crystal allows me to be able to switch characters. So let me go. See right there, I can switch characters. If I press, down, I'm able to switch back to Pinobee. But I believe I need Phoebe though. Ooh. Ooh, okay. Ah, I can't. Okay. So yeah, I think I'm gonna need Phoebe. But yeah, I just saw Crystal for that's a power up for Phoebe. I'm just trying to see if there was anything. I don't think there was anything needed. Another power up for Phoebe. Or actually, it's one of the crystals. I get it now. So in the levels, when you guys saw me level select other stages, there was a part where it showed like a little piece of a heart missing. So I think those are the pieces we need to collect. Yeah, and I think okay. And I think yeah, I have to go here. So once I get more power-ups, I guess I'm able to go back and visit. But I don't think this one has any impact on what I do like in part 1 from what I read up on. Ooh, okay. So I don't know. I think it's just more of a straight action. See, I'm about to pass the level. Let me see. Yep. Okay. So let me just go through. And there it is. So I just passed the level. So yeah, so basically let me show you guys. So see how I just collected that piece? Collecting those little pieces is what I need to do, and I guess every time I unveil one, I'll be able to go into the boss level. So anyways, I'm gonna stop it here, you guys. This was a quick gameplay of Pinobee and Phoebe, and then you know a quick gameplay of also Pinobee, and I'll be back in a minute to give you guys my final thoughts. Hey, what's up everybody? So I'm back again. So what is my final thought about these games? So I honestly feel that these games are very underrated, very they're almost, I'll say they're rare, but as far as not uncommon that people have played them, I don't think a lot of people played these games. Maybe they've played part 1 or one of these two, but not Pinobee and Phoebe. I don't think a lot of people played this one. It's unfortunate that this game, I wish this game would have had a it would have had a PlayStation 1 or a PlayStation 2 release. It would have been really cool to have that platformer. But unfortunately it didn't happen that way. But they're very underrated games. I feel like this should be part of your PlayStation collection, you guys. Honest to God, this game should be part of your collection. I won't say it's the greatest game in the world, but it sure is not the worst. And for being a budget game that came out late in the PlayStation 1 era, I feel like it's well worth the grab. There were another pair of budget games that I grabbed before this one, and that's another game that I would love to make a review of. One of them, the other one was garbage, but the other one was a really fun underrated game as well, but that's for another episode. But anyways, if you were to grab these games, I would definitely suggest grabbing these. The Game Boy version of it, well, I say yeah. I mean, they're not that expensive. Virtually, the Game Boy Advance version and this one are the exact same thing. It's just on your Game Boy Advance, and this is on your PlayStation. But due to the controls and being able to have a better controller, I think that the PlayStation one is better than this one. Unfortunately, we have no choice for this one because this one only came out on the Game Boy Advance and in Japan. But believe it or not, the controller, even with the controller in the Retron 5, because I hate the controller on the Retron 5, it actually handled really well. It handled better than this one. So anyways, do I recommend these? Absolutely. I definitely recommend these games. This one though, I don't know how much this one will cost you guys. I haven't really seen this game come up very often on eBay. There's, like I said, there's only one particular one available right now on eBay. It's going for $30 and it's complete. But I don't know how much it'll go. I got this one a while ago already. But this one's not that expensive game. You could easily get this one anywhere between $10 and $15 tops. You probably won't pay a lot. And this one is really cheap as well. It's like a $6 game. These are like budget games. But anyways, highly recommend these guys. Again, I want to thank all my subscribers for making me reach my goal, for allowing me to reach my goal. And I am very happy being able to accomplish that goal. Again, thank you from the bottom of my heart, you guys. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. The community is awesome. Let's support one another. I love this, you know, and let's see how longer I'll keep doing this. I love talking games. I love, you know, reminiscing about the past. You know, these are like my these are like, if I have doors to my memories, the games are like keys to those memories, to those doors. And I love talking that to you guys and sharing my knowledge and sharing my experiences with these games with you guys. But anyways, sorry for the long episode, but this is just something I wanted to get out there. I've been planning this episode for a long time and planning on reviewing multiple games at once. Anyways, this has been Erik the Bear Collector. Peace out.